Is it working? Okay, hi guys, welcome back to some more beginner's guide. We left off on chapter 9, Escape, with the story of our like unknown game developer that has been trying to like develop all sorts of weird games that send deep messages. I told you I'm going to be back to this game. Ignore my like completely white t-shirt. I don't know. Uh, I just have the red one nearby, but I went with this one outside and I completely forgot to change it. And
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
all right, so we're back here. Porn Stars Die 2 was the title. There is this well at the end of a room that looks pretty nice, but it's like in a weird sort of position. Okay, we can go over here. Whoa. Are we going to the disco club? Yeah. Sounds cool. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Man, would have wished for a sprint button again. I guess there was no such a thing as a sprint button in Half-Life. Where the hell?
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Weird. Well, now it's just like there are the formats. Furniture ought to go in the center of the room. How about a TV with surround sound? Put a giant hole in the ground, a refrigerator. TV with surround sound sounds good. That is anything but a TV. What about along the wall of the room? 10 stoves lined up along the wall. Let's just put a picture of a huge horse. Yeah, that's totally it. I think we should light up this room. Skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. Let's put live Tesla coils in each corner. Yeah, that sounds great and particularly dangerous. Well, good enough. A table, you need a table. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? Tables were invented in 1935. Really? That late? I'm a bit confused. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello.
There's a bit more to this one, but still it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Now why the hell would you do that? Just weird for weirdness' sake. Like,
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. Alright. I will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow instructions carefully and take care to remember each step. First, click on this table. Good. Go over the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then back on. Now go to the left side sofa and move it a little bit. What a weird, finally touch the shelves. That's it, in a real prison the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Oh, and now I have to do all those in the other prison? Fuck me, I won't remember that. What? Return. Still interesting concept, I mean, like, games.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
Oh, god damn it.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these.
I'm so confused.
I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work.
Yo,
and for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on?
No, I mean, it's
but Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Tom tom tom. What the hell? So it's okay, a prison game, but like, fucking figure something out of it. Well, this seems like a scene of a horror movie. What's with the brightness? It's so dark. So we came out of a house and we're going once again to the lamppost, the destination, the whatever. Yeah, let's become Superman. Hello? Hey, hello, who is this? It's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me? So you're trapped in this prison too? Yeah. I was in the furniture maze.
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
What's it like to escape? I already forget what being in the prison was like. Kinda miss the prison. It like feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Do you feel any different? I cannot move at all, but scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same. It actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. Nah, they're seriously the same person. That's awful. That's the worst thing I can imagine. You are the same person, but you are an evolving person, you know. It's not like you completely like shape-shifted or anything like that. Don't worry, it's actually not a bad thing, I promise. Yeah. Then did you get a call from another version of you when you're trapped? No, I'm the first person to call back. Wow. Can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come and find you. What do I have to do? Tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. Wow, what a weird game. How does that work? I have absolutely no clue, but not until you're out, but I promise it works. It will make sense. Okay, I can talk. Let's just talk for a bit. You'll be here. I'll be here for as long as you need. Don't even worry about it. I'm here. And
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison years. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
I am confused and excited at the same time.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Oh, reality blown away, man. You're like a individual, like game
To
developer.
me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Oh, hello. Clean. I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Though I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Those lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on.
Don't worry about it.
From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Well, that's great. You just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there, no? Why don't you start cleaning and then you decide whether you could do I do it all night. I'll finish up here in a minute. Could you please clear the table? Sure, how do you do that? Oh, much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Could you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Not exactly sure where this is going, but fine. Where the hell is the bedroom? Is it over here? Oh, that's the bathroom. Oh, here it is. Make bed. There we go. While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a little bit? All details matter. God damn it, you're really freaking pretentious. How'd you end up doing this job? Oh my god. A time when I was particularly desperate for cash. Turns out I've never felt good doing something for money in my whole life. Never did I like cleaning my own home. I might have got some demons I ain't ready to face yet. I was thinking of demons. Someone's put this couch all in a mess. Would you come out and straighten these pillows a little bit? Alright, don't worry about it. Looks like someone spilled drink all over by the couch. Mop up. Yeah, sure, don't worry. Feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy. I'm waiting. What? Oh, stupid, sorry, never mind. Alright, well, then... Should come do that. Yo, I thought it was your job, jeez. And it's on the other side. Hey, I'm watching them from the other side, you know, watch these kills. How about you scrub it down as best you can? No need to be fair to are all just human. Why am I doing this? Oh my god, books scattered in the bedroom. Fine, here. You happy now? Gosh. Yo.
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment
How is the
after
table
a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Do these chores never end? Or ever end? Darling, let me tell you something. Work you do, you absolutely got to own it, otherwise it owns you. So why don't we be with the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you? Present, you want to smooth out the rug in the bedroom, believe it or not.
I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time, just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
I was going to say that it occurs to me that one house is a lot like one soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. Wow, I mean, there's a bit of truth in it, right? Yeah, you're right, that's pretty cheesy. Anyway, please, like, housekeeping, yeah, let's keep doing this. Oh my god. Why do you hate me so much? I already cleaned them. How did they get dirty? I was there like 2 seconds ago.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
I straighten them up. Oh, the pillows, alright. What the fucking... question. Okay. Finally something different to enjoy.
But, of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again,
but
you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
But he asked if I enjoyed this and I didn't get to answer. But I'm... Why? And the light post. Yeah.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
And it's not? What? Man, there are like still 2 more years of game.
This one gets a bit goofy.
Oh, really? Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? I'm the only one in this meeting room. To make your relationship more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. Yo, there's no such thing. It's going to teach you how to be perfect. Now I'm in a different place. People in your life look at you and think this person is a better human being than I am. That's such a cheeky way of thinking about yourself. About the way in your own life. Who do you know who is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusting compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful, and tend to make you into that person? Perfection is within your grasp. Man, a nice way to make you feel like a fucking pile of shit. Not how we do it, but how do we do it effortlessly. It is easy. It
About
is so
halfway
easy.
through the game,
It's
the perspective shifts.
effortless. Oh my god. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort?
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Wow. What the hell? The guy over there is still listening. On the way to work, I told an elderly person to start contributing to the society. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? I'll tell you right now, I still love you. It's just that you make me feel cold inside. Why are the other options like grayed out? Being alone must be awful. All of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Out only one thing, what is the easiest, simplest path forward? Developing a cyst grows. Then what? That you won't be happy until you love me? This is for you. Where the hell am I going? Hahaha, just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? There's no truth, there is no path. Not if I'm not a good teacher. Simplest, feel what is true. Holy shit, you guys, something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out. Yeah, that is something. Everyone, run! I mean, duck. I mean,
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
wow.
I think about this game a lot these days.
Hey, 2010. That was a break.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Cody to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Maybe she took a break, you know? Like, I don't know, just went and, you know, went to the cinema or something. It seems like we're in sort of not arena, goddammit, like a theater room. You know, and there's the stage. It is fucking huge. Oh my god, I'm on stage. Performance is beginning. Places, please. I'm not ready to perform on stage. You'll be playing as me. We're all a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Oh. There you go. Good, stay right there. Ah. Woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Where's the... I don't know which one is like more ridiculous. Hi? Hello? That's it? That's not a conversation. Yo, I'm trying to start the conversation. Be a human being. Do it again. Here are all of my hopes and dreams. Alright, bring out a pen and paper. I'm going to like list you all of them. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. It's there, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need to better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. If I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. Boing. 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 Oh, sorry. Where was I? Happy, focused, successful, or wise? I'll bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some of the sacrifices you have to make? You're messing it up all again. Freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this. Everything was riding on this. Yo, I mean... You should probably stop saying yo. Try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Oh, and to the light post? Here, you happy now? Is it back enough for you? Oh. Okay. Are we supposed to do anything here? I'm locked into a prison. Is there something at the end of the hallway? I don't see it. If it is, it's fucking far away. No, it is working. This is what it was like.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life.
What? You went to
prison? The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away.
That is not
which is what
really
leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer.
I feel like I'm going slower.
But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Jesus. Mobius Strip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. How the hell can I play with... what's going on? I cannot play blindly. I mean, if I had like some sort of... happened to me too. There was a giant door, then my vision went blank. Guys are going to crash into something. Please tell me how to solve this. Yo, click something away. Oh my god, we're fucked. We're fucked. Yeah. I don't think there's any way you can play this blind.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise.
Oh, what an idea.
And there is a solution, by the way.
There was a giant door and then my vision went black. Research. Oh, please someone talk to me. Okay, we're going to crash, aren't we? I'm blind. No, I have no idea what we are. Oh god. That is horrifying. Help, I can't see anything. What's going on? Captain, what can we do? I don't know. We need to do something. Captain! Help, I'm blind. What is the solution to this puzzle? Please don't let this be forever. Oh, wait a second. Don't tell me I'm just escaping for myself. It was a little bit too late, but there is like... Oh, I can go... I didn't even see that thing. What are you doing here, Truth? The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I can't keep making this. My work is always fun. I'm bursting with creative energy. That isn't truthful. Well, how the hell am I supposed to know? Huh. Wow. I'm really confused. I can't keep making these. That's the truth. So he realized the truth for himself.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way. His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Well, I think we're going to get very close to the ending, I suppose. Hello? Whoa. Oh, now this is a game. Where... How did I get here? Who's breathing? Can I jump off? No. Oh. Now this is something new. Is that a person? How lovely. How the hell did I... A long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. I am freaking high as fuck. I'm completely out of ideas. There we go. Yeah, man, you know, it happens. It's like the creator's blots, but new ideas can come. Did something change? Get me going and it stopped. Find this engine that used to protect me and start again. I don't know. For a machine. It's a metaphorical machine. I know where it is. It isn't far. Oh, well, that's helpful. You have to take me to it. Right now. Okay, maybe we can find it.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
I love that the last option was different, but it actually said the same thing. Come along, I'll show you. Alright, so we are in medieval Japan.
From my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was.
And
he was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Open the door. Okay, now what? Now you have to close the first door. So I have to like guide him through the puzzle. Right now, what's next? Now just press the switch here. There you go. That was so simple.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
There's no machine here. There are just some words on the wall. Get out of here. Hello, deal. Let's see, you have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say anyone is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Sure, making game is easy. Why is someone crying in the background? It wasn't true. Why did the walls just crumble? Alright, buddy, just keep talking. You have to open the door. Saying that creation is easy. I am constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work. The following color blocks, they are just words on the some
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
I don't think it will work. Percent are recorded 100% of the time. It's all the thing that I've ever said in the game.
I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Oh, hello. Is that from the
But
previous...
it didn't stop.
What?
After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
Will this be the last one? Will this be it? This video might take a little bit longer. Probably you have already noticed that, but I am... Hi. Man, glad to see your last. We have captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. In your interrogation, whenever you like. I intend to be quick. Very good. Just be warned that some call the press, so we might have a version of this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Whoa. Hello. Will you get to the machine? A few questions. Answer. Hello. Yeah. Sorry. No time. It's important. So this is how he imagines his...
And of course, it's the machine.
The machine that creates ideas. You stopped. Your work was keeping us alive. Like go anywhere? Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you put them through? Here's what to do. You need to go out and apologize to them. I've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. Whatever. Think carefully, I know how to hurt you. I have seen the things to fear. No, nothing. Come on, no. I'll apologize to the people on your behalf. And make you feel like a fucking ass. Yes, the machine is my friends. Follows on me to deliver bad news. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. This is not anymore. We are stronger than it thinks we are. Stronger than it thinks we are. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me, will destroy everything that the machine has created. I don't really like any of those. Follow me, we'll destroy the machine. What the fuck? Hi? No way. Back to this freaking thing? Wow, look at this. Everything lights up. Make sure your work dies here. I'll make sure you're known forever. Everything gets destroyed as I shoot it. Isn't that what you're scared of? Exposed to the view of others every day, forever, seen me naked clearly? I don't really see what's the problem.
So now the
with
work
that.
is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people. To get some actual feedback on his games.
Yeah.
It might get him out of isolation.
Exactly. It's so freaking simple.
As I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it.
There you go.
Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
I think it would. Wow, we're literally just blowing everything up to bits. Whoa.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work.
It's the
there
puzzle.
There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Whoa. And still, the conclusion, the machine. Will it start once again? Put down your weapon. No. I'm just going to shoot you.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do?
Yeah.
It's the thing that I always feel like I need. To be told that my work is good. That I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem.
What the hell is that?
When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy.
But what about him?
Beautifully, beautifully happy.
Yeah, this is not about you, this is about your friend. Am I getting anywhere here?
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's.
Private link?
This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
So, the final game, June 2011. The Tower. So it's not going to be Stanley Parable, unfortunately.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, The Tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
It does feel rather cold. So weird, like you take a bunch of games, you staple them together.
This room actually has a maze in it.
Really? Ow.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Alright, there we go. Can you realize, like, someone trying to actually figure out an invisible maze. That would be absolutely fantastic.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable.
Oh, so
like
certainly.
the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. You had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end.
Oh,
but
really?
that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Okay. Why don't you just introduce the code yourself, mate? Ah, come on. Could you imagine just going and trying every sort of freaking combination to make this code? That would be fucking annoying. Just a game made for the one who made the game, and fortunately, as artistic as that might be, it doesn't allow for the experience to be shared.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress.
Multiplayer?
And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely.
No.
Just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Oh. Huh. Indeed.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
It's
I
a
remember,
natural human
it's June of
feeling.
2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is.
Maybe you should
It
talk to
wasn't
him.
the guy I knew. It wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him.
And what
I
did he
asked
say?
him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean,
Oh, I remember.
and he wouldn't.
Oh, he just wouldn't. That's just pretty selfish, if you ask me. The artist-like problem, or what
I
you
just
would
felt
call
so
it.
strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy.
How
It was
about
that I needed to see myself in someone else.
how
I
about
needed to be someone other than me.
how about if you make
But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
just make a game your own and show it to him and have like the same sort of bullshit puzzles and see how he feels about it playing them, or he would just do not play them. Okay, where is this going? And how the
Where
hell
I
did
screw up?
he left? Don't tell me it's like a sad suicide story. Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did.
What?
I poisoned it for you.
I don't understand.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
Hmm. I think my personal say that it's possible.
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
So what's your point, Koda? You're just making games for yourself. I mean, it's so hard. Stop adding lampposts to them. Would you simply
And then
let
you
them
stopped.
be what they
And
are?
I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself.
Physically ill.
And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all.
So
Nothing.
this
Less
is
than
something
nothing.
that I cannot give it to you. I literally
What does
do not
that
have.
mean?
Trying to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. Whoa. Yeah, that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks, then that you make peace with this thing you're wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
Don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me?
Are the walls getting
Because
closer?
I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Down.
Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
And I just crushed myself to death or something. I don't know. That was pretty sad and horrible. Trying to like figure something out of this game. Well, this place seems awfully familiar.
More love, more praise,
Oh my
more
God, so
people
laggy.
telling me that I'm good. Always more, more. It's like a disease.
I hope I'm not running out of disk space. This is pretty horrible, yo. Calm down. No, it's still lagging like a motherfucker. Is there something wrong with my system tray? Wait, just a second, guys. Alright, we're back. Yeah, it is getting pretty much to the limit over here. There should be just enough to like finish it, but I don't know. Okay. Got up on the train. And are we going to leave?
Solution.
Oh, what the hell? Where am I? What is this place? What is going on? Why are we doing this? We're fine.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed.
Probably.
Maybe he just likes making prisons.
Yeah, you should play Prison Architect. That's a cool game. Right, so sorry guys for the like horrible lag. It seems to work fine and then it lags again. Yeah, it's pretty much at the limit here, but
even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Don't know what you're talking about, mate. Don't know what you're talking about. Where the hell did I just go? What the fuck is this? Are we like beneath the world now? It's like how many times can you get mindfucked in a single game?
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be?
Humans need to be validated. It's self-esteem
Strange,
need.
but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable.
Yo, it's just
like I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
It's just one of the fundamental needs on the 4th level of the pyramid, for crying out loud. Humans need it because we are social creatures. We do not live alone. If we lived alone, it's not the other. It's the other way around. We figured out that by living together, we have a higher chance of surviving, and that's why we develop social needs, like make our brains dependent on social interaction, so that we stay together and have higher chances to survive.
I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm...
Well, just like finish up the game and...
gonna... Okay.
Just like finish up the game, you know, just say the end and that'll be good to go. Like a desert map again. Looks way different than Dust 2, I can tell you this one. And the lag is horrible, like 20 frames per second, but I think it's like way lower because it like stops and goes and stops and goes. I think it's from my computer and it's not from the game, because that would be kind of weird, but although not totally unreasonable. So what, did we just jump down the hole and be done with our life forever? Now we're going up. Yo, can you move a little bit faster? This elevator is taking a sure long time to move its ass. Where's the like quickly speed up button? Get there fast. Come on, cheat code, something. Gotta give me something to work with here. So you thought you like hurt your friend because you wanted to help him by exposing his work, but he didn't really want to expose his work because he was like more of a solitary artist, and you thought that was wrong because of like evolutionary instincts, in which case he was... I mean, I'm not saying that something was wrong with him, you know, in the grand scheme of things nothing matters, you know, like evolution is just like a few million years there and there, maybe what much more, but in the grand scheme of the universe it's basically nothing. And if he behaves differently, then that really doesn't change how things will end. But it's just that, you know, like, I'm not saying that you should let him be, but this would have been an idea. Just like make your own game and show it to him. Let's see how that feels. And we're just going to sacrifice ourselves in this one. And we're going to float up like in the box so early on. And see nothing. Oh, see the whoa. Oh ho. Well, this is different. I feel weird. Feel so freaking weird. So what, did he like become an ascended master? Did he enlighten? Did he... I mean, this is what would the final scene would entitle or something. Just aspiring for the endless universe. And my screen sure is dirty.
Turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going.
And this has been the beginner's guide. Also, weird choice. Choice of a title for this game, but yeah, this has been pretty much it. A weird, very weird sort of artistical game. I really wonder if it's based on a true story and like what happened to those people like Coda and whatever. Because it's made by the same studio that made Stanley Parable, and that was made in 2012, so clearly they did not just like stop, they kept making games, and you know, they made these. Like something must have happened, or I don't know. It's like also very open to interpretation, but I've given like my share of ideas about what happened and what should have not happened, and that in the end it doesn't even matter, and let's not get copyrighted on that music. But anyway, yeah, really cool game. If you are if you want to like you're really interested into games as an artistic form, and you want to introduce a friend into these kind of things, then you can definitely show this to this game. But you should show them Stanley Parable first. That one is much better and much more comedic style than this one. This one is like more more deep, I would say. But anyway, this has been pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'm glad if you stayed for the longer video. But it has been truly a journey, and I'll see you guys next time with another one to make. Bye bye.